5. Timeless Stoic quotes that transform your emotional resilience. We have reached a season of life where the noise of the world should, by all rights, begin to fade. And yet, sometimes the heart feels heavier now than it did in our youth. Do you ever feel as though you are carrying the weight of 1,000 what-ifs, even in the quiet of your own home? Today, we aren't looking for more productivity or optimization. We are looking for the steady ground beneath our feet. I want to share 5 whispers from the past, Stoic truths that do not ask you to do more, but simply to be more at peace. Imagine a storm hitting an old oak tree. The young branches, stiff and proud, often snap under the pressure. But the roots have spent decades learning how to hold the earth. I remember sitting on a porch during a summer rain, watching the birds wait out the downpour. They didn't fight the rain. They didn't scream at the clouds. They simply tucked their wings and waited for the light to return. Emotional resilience isn't about being made of stone. It's about having the quiet confidence of that bird, knowing that while you cannot stop the rain, you are perfectly capable of remaining whole until it passes. Quote, the power of perspective. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Marcus Aurelius. When a piece of news or a sharp word stings you, do not name it bad yet. Just call it information. Give yourself 5 seconds before you let it enter your heart. Quote 2. The circle of control. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control and some things are not. Epictetus. The open palm. Literally open your hands if it is something you cannot change. The weather, the past, the choices of others. Imagine it resting in your palm, then let the wind take it. Quote 3. The burden of the future. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca. Grounding in the senses. When anxiety about tomorrow rises, find 3 things you can touch right now: the texture of your chair, the warmth of your skin, the coolness of the air. Reality is almost always kinder than your thoughts. Quote 4. The inner sanctuary. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Curating your day. Protect your inner citadel. Spend the first hour of your day without a screen. Let your thoughts be dyed by the color of the morning sky, not the chaos of the world's headlines. Quote 5. The art of acceptance. Don't seek for everything to happen via your wishes, but rather wish for everything to happen as it actually does. Epictetus. The and so it is. Reframe. When plans change or a minor frustration occurs, say it out loud. And so it is. This simple phrase signals to your brain that the fight is over and the healing can begin. There is a beautiful bridge between this ancient wisdom and how our brains actually work. When we practice these Stoic pauses, we are moving the seat of our awareness. We move away from the ancient, reactive part of the brain that sees every shadow as a threat and toward the clear, quiet observer within. By choosing our response, we aren't just being strong. We are physically teaching our nervous system that we are safe. You are retraining your heart to be a sanctuary rather than a battlefield. To keep this clarity, we don't need intensity. We only need small, soft rhythms. Before you check the world, check your breath. 5 slow inhales while looking out a window. At the end of the day, don't list your failures. List 3 moments where you chose peace over frustration. Walk without a destination. Let your feet feel the earth. Notice the colors you usually ignore. But here's the part most people overlook. We often think resilience is about building walls. In truth, the most resilient people aren't those with the thickest armor. The most resilient people are those who have learned to remain soft in a world that can be hard. You are not starting over, you are returning to yourself. And there is a deep, steady strength in you that time has only refined. You have survived every storm life has thrown at you. You are still here, you are still whole. Take a deep breath. The evening is coming and you are safe. If this brought you peace, stay with me for the next chapter.